So the girls started on the knees, good strong backs, good strong legs on the front two studs, get a good bind on, and all they're doing is just moving up and down. Make sure that your legs don't extend out too much. Remember, the strongest point is about 120. Total control, feel what strong is. Okay, then all they're going to do is just under control is move left and right. Okay, just move around a little bit. Alright, and again making sure that when they move in they're not coming up, they've got to stay perfectly straight. Okay, so what the girls are doing now, they're in a, again, good strong body position. All she's going to do, she's going to push and chase. Nice and controlled. Okay, she's got to keep nice and flat back, extend out. Okay, she's keeping them legs loaded, extend and chase, extend and chase. Okay, just got to keep concentrating on that body position as well. So what we're doing now is 2v1. Okay, again, number one's in a nice strong position. The other two girls are putting some resistance on. They find strong, they push and they chase. Just extend out. Key thing is we can't let his legs extend all the way out. We're just pushing and chasing. Okay, partners are working on the body position. Again, this is just to show you the drill or the activity. And this time all we're doing is the same again, 2v1. They're working completely under control, where they're doing extending out and chasing. They're pushing straight. And then within the partners, they're going to put a left shoulder on or a right shoulder on. Okay, they're just going to talk about it, they're going to tell them, they're going to feel it, and then the person that's pushing needs to straighten it. Okay, so again, we're just doing everything under control, and the two guys who are holding, you're working as well by communicating and coaching at the same time. Okay, so what the girls are doing now, they're just trying to put this into practice a little bit. They're standing opposite each other on the line. Ball carrier is now trying to attack a weak shoulder and get around the partner. Alright, it doesn't need to be 5-10 meters, just a step off the line, fast feet, attack that weak shoulder and get round them. That's it, good. That's it. So if you think of one of the principles or one of the key factors that we talk about in the ball carrier's responsibility is picking a weak shoulder. This time we've just put the tackler with the shoulder underneath. They'll fall down, present the ball. Okay, so they both go down together. That's it, she goes down with her, falls on her, and then she presents. Okay, so they've got to work hard to push that ball back down on her and present that ball. So this time they're just working their hamstrings a little bit, down, hold it for 3 seconds and present. This is just a good one for working the hamstrings. Hold it for 3 seconds and then they present. Okay, the key things here, ladies, when we go down, we've got to increase the speed that we present the ball. No, you keep hold of her ankles. This is what they're doing now. The ball carrier is just falling down, goes to ground, presents the ball as fast as she can. You're just there to assist her at the moment, just holding on to her ankles. Make sure you present the ball down and present it extremely fast. Cool. So again, this is a simple squat just with a bit of weight in there, focusing on the technique. Nice straight backs, don't need to go all the way down, just about 120. Simple. Okay, so what we've got here is one person in a strong position, second person putting some pressure on the back, and we're just going to get them to drive forward, making sure they stay on their feet. If the end result is they go in the dirt, they got it wrong, they'll fix it next time. Okay, whenever you're ready, guys. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Okay, you've got to put more pressure on the backs, ladies. Push down hard on them. Try and get them to ground. Push down hard on them. Okay, I want to try and get somebody on the ground. So now is what they're trying to do is increase the pressure, put the partner under pressure, push down on them, and they're going to drive off that front foot and chase quickly with the back foot. Okay, so what we're doing here, one person's got the ball, the second person is holding them up, and basically the person with the ball has to get to ground as quick as possible and present the ball. So again, all we're doing here, we're just hands are down the ground, jackling on the ball. Then we're just releasing his hands and putting his feet forward where the ball was. Okay. So just nice and fast, get 10 reps in, good technique, low body position. So what they're doing here, you can see one foot is planted on the line, the other foot comes in on the toes. They get 3 to 5 centimeters up in the air as quick as they can. They've got their arms nice and tight. They drop their arms, bend the legs slightly, as I said, 3 to 5 centimeters, go up in the air as high as they can. But the most important thing here is the speed. Remember, the boosters will get them up in the air. They need to give them a start by getting that 3 to 5 centimeters dip, drive, fast as they can. They're pointing the toes as they're going up. Alright, and obviously they're going to tighten the glutes, nice and strong in the core. But this is all about speed. What we're doing on this one, again, it's same as what we started at the beginning. Alright, but now there's been a bit of movement. Let's just throw them back into this and make sure that they're focusing on where they take off, they land, or thereabouts. We don't want a lot of movement. That tells us that the power's going straight up in the air. Okay, and then we could go back into the drill that we've just done and see where they land again. So what we've got now is 3 pylons out. It's just to work on a little bit of movement. Okay, so I'd give them a sequence of colours. The last colour I finish with is where they'll go up in the air. The key thing about the movement is we must make sure that they go straight up. Alright, because they're now moving, there's a tendency if you're coming forward, you're going to lean forward and jump up. Or if you're going backwards, you're generally going to lean backwards slightly. Remember, we want them planting and going straight up. Okay, so the sequence is orange. They'll get to orange as fast as they can, go up in the air. Okay, they go back to the start. Red! So just move, look, they can turn and go up. It's the fastest way to get up in the air. Okay. Yellow! Up, there you go, just a little trick one there. Red, orange! So now they're going backwards, lots of movement forwards, must plant and go straight up in the air. Okay, so all we're doing here is just working on lifting technique. She's away from a wall, so you don't need anybody to help you with this. Feet are away from the wall, she's in a good position for lifting, and all she's doing is practicing lifting. Alright, but more importantly, she's chasing her feet. There's obviously no weight there at the moment, so we're just focusing on the technique. And now she's just going to go and do it on her tiptoes. There we go. Okay, so just a little bit of progression. She's now in a swing position, could lift anywhere. It's just to add a little bit of movement in there. Get her moving them feet as fast as she can. Remember, we've got to get there fast, we've got to explode. Technique's got to be perfect again. She's nice and low, fast feet, pushes the ball up, all the power going in the direction we want it, straight up. Doing here, we're just practicing some lifting. So again, you know, 2 props can practice this. We don't need to have a line-out jumper in there all the time. All she's doing, we've got a decent medicine ball, good weight towards it. She's coming in, she's starting in a good low position, about 120 on the legs, dip and drive, throw that ball up. And the key thing is that the ball's got to go directly up in the air, so that's where all the power's going. This time she's going to throw it and try and stay on her tiptoes a little bit. Okay, that's good. So nice and low, hands there, push it up, all the power going in the air. Again, the person that's holding the ball to start off will catch it, so don't worry about it hitting you. Okay, so what the girls are doing here now is just one person's in the plank, again, strong core, strong neck, the other person's in a push-up position, just going down, putting some pressure on the neck, and back up again. Perfect form all the way down and up, and that's that one. There you go. So this time they're just, again, one person's in the plank, the other one's just pushing on the neck, just totally under control, pushing left, right, up and down, so they're working the core and they're working the neck muscles as well. So this one's just a little neck exercise. Obviously one person's pulling the other, hold around the neck nice and firm, move them left and right, forwards and backs, focus on the muscles in the neck. Okay, so all we're doing this time, person on the floor is just pushing against the leg, they'll just rotate sides. Lots of pressure being worked on the neck there. Person standing up, if they're not pushing hard enough, just remind them that they are working the necks and push a little bit harder. Obviously the next progression to this then is just a little jog. Again, we're not bothered about the speed, just nice and steady, making sure that everything's perfect. Follow through, hand rotation, slight rotation of the shoulders. We need to make sure that the hands again are pointing towards the target. So I really like to think that it's important that we work on the follow through, keeping the hips nice and straight. This is just another progression. We're just getting to walk this time, pushing the ball through, keeping the hips nice and straight, slight shoulder rotation. Again, make sure they keep their hands up, push the ball all the way through, make sure they finish with their hands pointing at the target. Okay, this doesn't need to be done at full pace, it just needs to be done perfect. All the drills that we're doing here need to be done perfect. So just a little simple passing activity, standing opposite each other. Make sure the ball goes on the hip, nowhere else, not to the side, just on the hip. Good firm grip on the ball, and we're just punching the ball to his partner, making sure that we follow through, and the hand will finish with the palm downwards. Okay, make sure that the ball receiver also gives them a target so we get used to doing good things. Alright, just remember the ball must stay on the front part of the stomach. Alright, and it's just a punch through. That's it. Good. Just another progression this time. They put the ball in the front of the body again. This time no guiding hand. They're just pushing the ball through, following through with both hands. Again, just a reminder that the ball starts in front of the body, not to the side. If we put it to the side, we have to rotate around the body to get a straight pass. Okay, again, points to note that the ball receiver has got their hands up towards the ball as well. Okay, we don't want a lot of hip movement here, it's just a shoulder rotation. So what we've done now, again, they're going to put the ball in front of the stomach, good grip on the ball, put the other hand up as a guider, and the key thing that we've got to do is make sure that both hands finish close together. We want to keep the fingers on the ball as long as possible. Again, you can see that rotation that they're doing. Same finish point, hand facing down. Okay, slight shoulder rotation, the hips are staying nice and straight. This time the partners have just got a little bit closer. Go! Good. This time they've got a partner behind them, so once they release them, they'll sprint and they'll get round the partner that's standing in number 3 position. Okay, we're ready? Go! Okay, so this time the partners are going to go one step closer. So what this is just a little sprint exercise, get the feet moving. So one person on the line's in a plank position, the second person's holding them up with the arms on the shoulders. When I say go, they will sprint around the partner will release them. Go! This time she's put her arm through her, so her right arm's through the body, her left arm's over the top, and the key thing here is what we're trying to do is make sure that we break the lever, i.e. the arm on the ball, so she can't take the ball with her. Alright, she's in a nice strong position, and all she's going to do again is collapse her left leg and roll her out of there. Okay, and that's the gaiter up. This time slightly different, she's coming from the outside in, she's squeezing both arms together. There you can see she's paused, and then she's just going to drive. We've broke the levers, the ball's free again. What she's going to do now, she's going to put her head in the chest, she's going to get her arms inside her, and look how she's there, she's pausing there just for the camera. But now you can see, release the ball straight away. She's then going to drive off the front foot and get over it, and there's the ball. We're just going to look at the gaiter roll here. So this one, she's got her arms right underneath her. Right, she's going to push her head down with her chest. So she's pulling up with her arms, down with her chest. The ball carrier is probably going to panic a little bit, and then all she's going to do is collapse her left leg and roll her out of there. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so all we've got here now is a tackler laid on the bag, not rolling away. Make sure you've got the contact shield in. Ball carrier, clear it out now in a good low strong position. She's going to go in, hit nice and low, smash with the shoulder, drive her, stay on her feet. Okay, nice good platform. Okay, we'll watch her do it once more, that was good. Okay, she's coming in nice and low, hits, drives and puts it out and stays on her feet. What we're looking at now is 2 threats arriving at the breakdown. Okay, all she's doing is stepping over the ruck with the lead leg she hits with the same shoulder, drives off, chases her feet, wraps and drives. Okay, notice she's not jumping over it, she's stepping over, driving, head to one side, again, good, strong, low body position, low to high, drive her out of there and drive her back. So what they're doing now is just a crawling exercise. As you can see, they're bringing the knees to the outside of the arms. When you're doing this, guys, your hips don't want to be moving at all. Your back needs to be nice and flat. Okay, just nice and slow and really extend out. It's working that groins, working that core. Okay, just look up slightly as you're doing it. Don't be looking down. Good. This time what the ball carrier is going to do is going to take an aggressive step forward to put the person off balance and then get to ground as quickly as possible. Alright, so ball carrier holds the ball, wrapped up, aggressive step forward and then gets to ground quicker. Good. So just a quick look at the setup here. You can see we've got a tee with the blue bags and then, well, the blue bags and then the two blue bags underneath are the rooking shields. When we get good, we'll remove them so it's even lower. So it's forming a T, and all she's going to do, this is representing a tackler again, not rolling away. She's going to come in nice and low, hit the base of it, it'll impact, she'll drive it and then she'll flip it over. Okay, so we'll watch again from the other side. So again, the key thing is nice and low, smash it as hard as you can, the bag will compress, drive it, stay on your feet and flip it over. That's good. So what we're doing here, we've got a ball carrier and we've got a tackler. The tackler is the one that's on the line, obviously, and all we're focusing on now is just foot placement. Alright, so they're just starting a couple of feet away from each other, just walking into it, and it's just to get them to realise where the foot is. No speed at all, just a little bit of a dip down as they're putting the foot into the hoop. And that's all they're doing. And we've just done the same again, but once she makes that contact this time, she's just going to pause, find strong. Partner is trying to push them down. Okay, if they go to ground, then obviously there's something wrong, and generally is what it is. They haven't drove off the front foot, they didn't sort of push upwards, right, and they didn't chase with the back leg. When I mean upwards, I don't mean going vertical. Okay, I just mean, and we're dipping in the hoop, so we're exploding out of the hoop. Okay, so when they set up now, they are in the hoop. Okay, they're loaded, they're strong, and they're driving up a little bit like that one. What we've done this time, we've gone back to the ball with the ball at the front, the ball carrier. The tackler has footwork, contact, paused, nice strong position, and then we're focusing on the leg drive. Alright, we're not using any power from the wrap in the arms, it's all coming from the legs, the glutes, and they just drive. A couple of steps, nothing else, but they've got to feel what strong is. Time they're punching through and they're wrapping as well. The first time was just punching through the contact, this time they're punching all the way through and they've got to wrap. Okay, and we've got to wrap and squeeze those arms. This time we've just increased it a little bit, it's still the same footwork, and now we've introduced a little bit of an impact. Okay, so the key thing here is obviously same foot, same shoulder. If you look at their heads, they should be in a neutral position, not looking down, and they're trying to get their head as close as possible to the side of the ball carrier. And what's happening here, there's a little bit of self-coaching going on with the ball carrier and with the tackler. Right, so they just pause, have a quick talk about it and see what they think. So this time they're just going to run towards each other. Okay, they're going to have their hands up nice and tight. They're focusing on the footwork, they're focusing on the hit, they're focusing on the leg drive and the wrap. Okay, it needs to be all done in one motion, nice and fast. Okay, so right now the tacklers are just running towards them, they're not doing any footwork. What I said there is we need to be better at punching through. So the hands need to be up and tight and punch through the contact. Okay, if you look at this one, it's pretty good, punching through. Okay, maybe we can just get a little bit lower. Let's just get a little bit lower, please, guys. Hands in tight, punch through. Okay, I'm just going to let you watch these two. As I'm looking at the one on the right, it's pretty good punching through. I just want you to look at the other one. The arms just get pulled back prior to going into contact, and really just watch your arms here. They shoot backwards. Right, I want you shooting them forwards. This time we've just brought the bag in. Okay, and what we're focusing on again is obviously the impact, the leg drive, right, and look where the heads finish when they hit the bag. Okay, we don't want them off the bag. I want them nice and tight against the bag. Good, strong, secure position. What we're doing now is just practicing punching through. They're in a perfect position, all right, and we're talking about getting the arms through the tackle as fast as they can. Okay, so they've got to punch all the way through, all the way through. Okay, so what we've done now, we've just got them coming towards each other, and the ball carrier's now picking a shoulder. The tackler's obviously making the tackle, doing a tracking, focusing on the hips, focusing on exactly what we've done there. We have to put everything into place here. The footwork, the impact with the shoulder, the wrap, the leg drive, all the technique must be good. Okay, just because the target's now moving, we can't deteriorate our skills. Okay, the alignment is crucial. That's why we have to have good tracking, good footwork, and just remember, if you're on a strong, powerful line, stay on that powerful line. You don't necessarily need to get in front of the ball carrier. Okay, so this is a tree without branches. We're just going to work hard to get all the way around them. Both of them working hard. Once they've got all the way around, that's it, nice and strong. And so again, just another variation. This time the branches have grown overnight. We can just get around the body, again working in pairs, working every part of the muscle groups to achieve our aim and get all the way around the tree. So this time all they're doing, guys, just a little bit of footwork. You get to the pylon, that's it, just moving the feet. Again, nothing too crazy. It's just going to get the footwork going, because remember, one of the things that we need when we're doing contact work is we need good footwork. And this is a lot of stuff that's going to prepare us for contact. Yeah, don't just think this is for backs, it's for everybody. So that's it, they're carrying the ball in the centre of the body as well, just remember that one, for to be a triple threat. That's it.